My name is Joe Holmes. I have a combination of several things. I have stenosis in my lower spine and the lumbar area. A normal medication doesn't seem to have much of an effect because I can't relax the muscles. So I use marijuana and it relieves the pain, it relaxes the muscles, and I don't feel as much stress in my back and I'm able to function normally. I've been using the medical marijuana for about a year now. I don't smoke. I mix it with cookies or brownies or things like that I can eat. I have emphysema, and so it's hard on me to smoke it. But I find that by cooking it, I'm able to get the same effects. My main issue is just simply to relieve the pain, and it works. Oh, I've tried everything. I've been on painkillers. I mean, I've just about whatever you can name, I've tried it one way or the other because my back has been injured all of my life. The pain actually has an effect upon whatever the agents are in the marijuana that if you really need it medically, it alleviates the pain or whatever discomfort that you have. It doesn't numb you out like morphine or any other drugs would do. After all, I mean, I'm 72 years old, so, I'm not into the lava lamps and the hallucination stuff and things like that. And most people that I know are not either. I think what a lot of it is that it comes down to fear, to avoid it, be afraid of it. The instinct to overcome the fear brought about what I believe is the abuse. Well, the police officers, for the most part, seem to have the mentality that they still have to generate the fear. And that's the opposite of what it should be. People should sit down and study it and work with it on an experimental basis, understand what it does physiologically or psychologically or whatever, and develop it from a psychological point of view of something that's going to be beneficial and remove the fear. So I think of marijuana as just another medicine, and it should be studied from that standpoint. Well, I wouldn't suggest that just everybody use it. It is a medicine, and it may have some characteristics that we don't know about right now that might have long-standing effects. I don't know. Before getting involved with it, I would try to simplify it in as small a dosage as possible and find out what works. But I would suggest that you start out in moderation and find out what works for you and find a level that you can be comfortable in. As long as it's not abused and it's not sought after as being an abusive material, then I think it can be beneficial for everybody. But it's like everything else. You have to understand what it is that you're doing. If I didn't have it at all, I'd be in a lot more pain than I'm in because most of the pain pills are addictive. And you can become addicted to the pain pill to the extent of when you don't have the pill, you're actually in greater pain. You're going through the addiction pains of the withdrawal, which affects you physically and psychologically. If I didn't have it, I'd be very uncomfortable because of all the other factors that come into it, as it would be with any other pharmaceutical medication.